Hello everyone. I want to make this video to talk about what you should do in week 1, and also I want to do a example question with you guys. Okay. So first of all, when you open the D2L, this is screen you see, right, for the module 1. For module 1, what you do is you need to read the textbook, do the PowerPoint, and of course you can click anywhere. Click any link, it will direct you to the Mind tab. So suppose you click anywhere, so you have the Mind tab, right? So you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? I want to make sure you have a screen. Yes. So first thing first, the first thing you do is go to the course orientation and download the data file. Okay, that's the first thing you should do. Okay. Um, this data file include all the pictures you need for the project. So the very first thing you do is you download the data files, and don't forget it is a zip file, so you have to unzip it. Okay, you unzip it and save it somewhere. Okay, so you can, if you want, you can create a folder on your desktop or that my document, right? Document folder, so you know where it is. Okay, so because later on we're gonna have to access this all the time, use this all the time. So for the chapter 1, as you can see here, we have 3 parts: learn it, study it, and of course apply it. So learn it is the textbook. Study it, we have PowerPoint and flashcard for you to know. So basically, if you want to do the quiz, if you're gonna want to have 100 for your quiz, you have to, maybe go through the flashcard. It helps you to go over the questions on the test, quiz. Okay. Spend some time to read that. Okay. So PowerPoint is to go over everything. Of course, if you can read the whole chapter 1 textbook, you know, PowerPoint is optional, but I suggest you to read the flashcard so you can do your quiz questions. Okay, because the flashcard do have some quiz questions. For example, as you can, what is a program, right? What is computer programming, programmers, application, graphic interface, this one, all this language. Okay, so we have class, object, OOP, instance. So we have all these kind of things. Like for example, back to the previous card, form. Okay, so if I click form, because it's one of the questions on the quiz asks you what is form. So you can see the foundation for the user interface in the Windows Form application, also called the Windows Form object. Okay, so this is a flashcard. Now back to the learning path. So we're gonna have quiz. We have multiple choice question and we have a short answer. So multiple choice questions, choose among the answers. Short answers, you need to write it down. Write the answer down, some sentence, some paragraph, so you can get answer from the textbook. Okay. The program assignment. So this one is like a heavy weight on your final exam, final grade, because for every chapter we will have no this semester I control the amount a little bit, so each assignment is less than 10 questions. So in chapter 1 we have 8 questions to do, so you're gonna do it one by one. So if I click this, I will show you the first one. Okay, so you can click start. So as you can see, we have 8 questions. You need to do one by one and submit one by one. Don't worry about it because you have time. You have more than a week to do it. So if you already started, okay, last week, you have until February 7th to finish. So which means you have actually more than 10, till now you still have more than 10 days. Some people in this class already finished it, okay? So which means it's doable. So if you can sit down, you can finish everything within one night, okay? My suggestion is, you can see, this is the instruction, right? It's not easy to read, so I suggest you use your cell phone, okay? Take a picture of your question. Take a picture of question, then you can follow the picture that we do together, okay? So as you can see here, Let's see the first question. Create a Windows Form application. Use the following name for the project and solution, respectively. Florist project and Florist solution. And save the application in the folder. Okay, so you're gonna make this folder. Okay, actually, when you download the data file folder and unzip it, it will automatically create a folder called VB9E, chapter 01 folder. Okay, first of all, we're gonna open the Visual Studio. Okay, here's one thing. To do this question, you need to have a Visual Studio. So we need to install it. Okay, so I think I already posted the installation link on the announcement. If you don't know it, so what you can do is you can go to the Google and try to find Visual Studio Community 2022. Okay, so this is the link. Okay, so you can download this Visual Studio community. The community version is like let you to use free, so you don't have to pay anything. Okay, if you don't have a Mac, if you have a Mac computer, if you don't have Windows computer, you can borrow a laptop from school, from the library, to use it for the whole semester. Okay, it's first come first serve. So if you see my video today and if you don't have a Windows computer, maybe you should stop by the library these 2 days to get a laptop. Once you get a laptop, you need to ask IT to install the Visual Studio Community for you. Okay, you do need to have IT. You need to ask IT to install the software for you. Okay, Mac computer will not be able to do this. Okay, if you have Mac, unfortunately, Visual Studio will not be able to fully function in your Mac. Okay, anyway, back to the topic. So we're gonna if once you have the Visual Studio, so if you don't have Visual Studio, you can pause this video, and once you download the video, once you download and install the Visual Studio, you can resume the video. Okay, and we can do this question together. Now let me open Visual Studio. Okay. So let me starting a little bit slow. My computer is a little bit old, so that's why it's a little bit slow. So we have this. Now you're gonna pop up this one. Okay. In the future, you can always get from the most recent. If you don't, starting from the beginning, you should always say create a new project. Okay, create new project. So when you click create new project, this is what you have. Okay, so make sure you select Visual Basic here. Okay, because by default it's C#. So if you do not select the right language, your file will not end with .vb, will be like a C#. Okay, some other things. So make sure you have the right language. So which is Visual Basic. Okay, so I select Visual Basic, and you have to choose the right format. We're gonna have to choose Windows format, .NET Framework. It's not this one, okay, not the Windows format. So you're gonna go down. So you're gonna find this one. So this is the one you're supposed to choose. Okay, it's called Windows Form App .NET Framework, because later on you will know that our Windows project contains all the labels, text box, and buttons, radio buttons, which are part of .NET Framework. So you need to choose this one, click Next, and here's the thing, you're gonna have to choose the project name. So project name, according to this one, it tells you is Florist Project, right? Florist Project and Florist solution, I believe. Right? Take a look. Yeah, Florist solution. And the location, you can choose the location. Click the dot, you can choose the location. Okay, so you can choose a different location. It tells you to choose not desktop. I'm going to choose document, courses, VB9E, chapter 1. Okay, so I'm going to put it right here, okay, as the question tells you. I'm going to click this, choose this chapter 1, select folder. So this is the screen you should see, okay? So we are going to create. When I click create, it will take 1 or 2 minutes to generate, okay? Just be patient, okay? Okay, then all we have to do is we're going to follow the A, B, C, D until the step K. Okay, as you can see, it's verify. Okay, stop to share. Okay, click OK. Now once again, now we're going to go back to the screen. As you can see, we are going to choose from, we're going to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G until N. Unfortunately, N, we have N of them. So let's start to do the first one. Change the form file name to mainform.vb. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the Visual Studio. Okay, so this is my Visual Studio. The very first thing is it will change the name. How do I change the name? I move my cursor right here, okay, and right click your mouse on the form1.vb, and there is a button called rename. Okay, click rename button. Okay, then you can type main form. Click enter. Main form. So we have this. Next one is change the form name property to form main. Okay, let me just, so as you can see, I'm going to share my screen with you. So we have done this first part. We're going to do the second part, change the name property to form main. And we're going to do this one also. Change the form's font property to this type. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my window, my Visual Studio window. Okay, so main form. Okay, I'm going to click this. So on the we say right on bottom side, you see the property panel. Okay, so you can make it in the alphabetic order. Click this. It will be alphabetic order. So all the properties will be in the A, B, C, D, E, F, G alphabetic order. Keep in mind, when we do the Visual Basic project, all we do is we modify the property for those objects, for the labels, buttons, etc. Okay. So the very first thing is change the form name property. So we have name property, which is right here on the top. So you double click, as you can see right here, double click and then change to the property as FRM main, form main. Okay. So as you can see, now it changed the form main. So you find the name property of the form and change it to the format. Then step C is change the font. So we're gonna go to the font, which is right here. As you can see, once I make my property to be in alphabetic order, I can find the corresponding property easy. Okay, because F is under the E, right? So I can double click, this 3 dot. So we're gonna choose the Seagull. I can type this Seagull UI. Okay, and 9 point. Okay, is this a regular or something? You check. They didn't say anything, so it's just regular. Okay, Seagull UI 9. So after I have this, okay, I'm gonna choose. Okay, so we have that Seagull UI 9 point. The next one is, let's see what's next. Change the maximum box property to false. So we're gonna go back to the maximum property to false. Okay, right now is the maximum box is true, so I make it false. The next one is, let me check one more time. So you see, if you take a picture, it will make your life easier. So next one, we're gonna do the E. Okay, we finished D already, so we're gonna do the E. Start position to be center screen. And then we're gonna do this one also. Text property to be florist heaven. Okay. So let's do this two, E and F together, okay? Now we're gonna, E is the start position, which is right here. As you can see, it's alphabetic order. Start position property to be the center screen. So center screen, okay? Center screen is selected. Now, once you finish it, you're gonna change the text property to be florist heaven. So go to the text property. So what is text property? The text property is the forms, displayed right here on the text. So right now, as you can see in the top, right now, you can see this is form one. This is text property. So whatever you want to display on the top of the form is the text property. So I'm going to click here. So I'm going to change to florist heaven. Click enter. As you can see, once I type the text, it automatically changes right here. See, florist heaven right here. Okay, so this is one thing. Now let's do the next two steps. Okay, so we did the F already. So let's do the G. Add a button to the form. Change the button name and text property to the button exit and E ampersand exit respectively. Position the button in the lower right corner of the form. So right here, lower right, okay? Okay, so you might want to ask, what is this ampersand? This ampersand means it will have the hotkey. So which means if you don't want to use the mouse to click the X button, all you have to do is click, type the uppercase E on your keyboard. So it also will invoke this button. It's a hotkey. So sometimes we'd like to use a hotkey for your button, and the hotkey will have this underline. So basically, when you do that, your E will be underlined. Okay, it tells you this is a hotkey. So let's do the G. Okay, the G is a lot. Like I said, you should probably take a picture by using your phone. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the view. Actually, you know what? I have the toolbox right here. So the toolbox can generate it from here. You can see from here toolbox, or you can go to the view and you can invoke the toolbox from here. Either way is fine. Okay, either way is fine. Once you have toolbox come out on the left side, you pin it. Okay, you pin it, so it will be there forever. Okay, so it will be easy. So I like to pin it. So I like to make the location. Okay, pin as a PIN. You pin it. Okay, make it fixed location. Okay, so I'm gonna have the button. I'm gonna put it on this side, right? Now I'm gonna have to change the name to be button exit. So after I put the button here, okay, as you can see on my right side, the property window is for button one. So I go to the name, double click, I have BTN exit, button exit, okay? And then this is the name, BTN exit. So as you can see, button name. So later on when we try to program it, we refer this object as button exit. Okay, but what's displayed on the bottom is on the text property. So right here. So you will see E ampersand exit. So like I said, the ampersand means it's hotkey. So you will see an underline for this. As you can see here, actually X will be on before the X, so X will be on has underline. So means I can type the X actually. So anyway, so this is the button. Okay, so we done this question. Now the next one is, so we have finished the step G. So let's see step H. Okay, step H is add 3 pictures to the form. Picture box 1 displays the image in the florist JPG, which is located in the folder, and 2 and 3 display the images for the message box, message and hours. Okay, message hours. And respectively use the interface show, which and also as a guide to size and position this one. So we have this now. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We have a picture box. So on the toolbox, we can find the picture box. This one. I'm gonna make it big. I have 2 more picture box. 1. Wait a second. And you can also double check what's on this. Okay, so you can see this one, the first one not too tall, right? So you can see this is supposed to look like. So we have the 3 pictures. Now I'm gonna click the picture box 1. So we're gonna insert picture. Okay, you're gonna insert picture. So you don't really have to change the name. So we have the pictures. You can find the right image. On the picture box, you can see the image right here. Click dot, dot, dot. So we are going to have the local resource import. So you're gonna find on the chapter 1, what's the name of that? In the florist picture. Right here. Okay, chapter 1. So that is this one. Import. Okay, I mean we already import. So we click OK. Okay. So we have this, and you can see it's too big. So we can choose the size mode. Size mode. Under the picture size mode, you choose the stretch image. Okay, so you have stretch image like this one. Now we're gonna do the very next one. Now we're gonna picture box 2. Oh, the image. Let's do one more time. The image. Dot, dot, dot. Choose this one. Local resource. Import. We're gonna choose the florist flower in town. Right? So that is this one. Let me check. Yes. Next one is this one. We'll go to image. And this time will be the hours. Okay, so we're gonna have hours. Click OK. So you will see that. And also every time if you have something like this, you always go to the size mode and the stretch image. So you can fit this whole thing. Okay. Now if you go back to the image, you can go back to the this one to see, oh, does it fit? If it don't fit, then we can adjust a little bit. Okay, adjust this a little bit. Adjust this a little bit. So we have that. Okay. Let's just take a. Okay, so let's do the next. So we're gonna go back to the question. So we have done the H. So we're gonna do the I. So I will be lock the control on the form. So how do I lock the control? Okay. Okay, wait a second. Let's do two steps together, okay? So we're gonna do the lock control and then we do the coding. Okay, so we're gonna do the coding by using the picture right here. Okay, so right here, this picture already shows you. I'm gonna take a picture. So if you want, you can take a picture too. Okay, now we have that. Now we're gonna go to the Visual Basic. Okay, so we have this. Now this is screen. Now lock. We're gonna do two steps, right? The first step is go to the format to have a lock control here. So we can click that. Lock controls. Next one is we're gonna do the coding. Okay, we're gonna code the exit button. How do I code the exit button? All we do is double click the exit button. Okay, double click. Okay, so we have this one here. Now, if you want, as you can see the screen, not only it tells you the back to here. So right here, not only it just give you the line here, but also give you this form comment. See here, name, purpose, programmer. Okay, so we can do that also. So since we have time today, I'm gonna do that with you guys. Now let's back to the Visual Basic. So I'm gonna move my cursor on the top. Okay, as a good programmer, you always want to think about what the readers need. The reader want to understand your code better. So that is why you need to have comments for all your programs. So no matter you write a Visual Basic project or Java project or Python project, no matter what, you need to insert as many comments as possible. In Visual Basic, the comments start with single quote. Okay, so you type a single quote, double quote, quotation mark, single quote. If you do single quote, you can see the font become green because that is comments. Keep in mind, comments will not run, will not be executed. Okay, comment just for user to understand your code better. So we can see here, we can have name, right? The name will be florist project. The next one, purpose. So here, when we do the VB, single quotation mark is a comments, is a single line comments. Okay, so if you want to have multiple lines, so every line, at the beginning of every line, you see to have a single quotation mark. Okay, to make your code more readable. Okay, I need you to have the comments on the midterm project and the final project later. Okay, so to display store information. Then we have programmer, your name, okay, your name, whatever your name is, on current date, like my name, on today, which is January 27, 2026. Okay. Now, for the exit button is the easiest one. Okay. In the future, you will know. The exit button, all we do is close everything, close everything. So me dot close. So this current project, I want close, use the close method. This close method is existing method in the library. So on this current project, I want to close it. That's it. Okay, that's it. Okay, no matter how fancy your code is, you can just do me dot close or even close. Okay, you don't have to write down me because in this current project, which is this project, right? You don't have to say me dot close. If you want to try, you can do close, the same thing, close parenthesis. Okay, you're calling the closing method, close method in the library to close everything. Okay, So we have done this part. Now let's go back to the question to see what's the next step. Okay, so code the exit button we did already. So open the project design window and verify the name of startup form, which should be main form, and also change the name of application to the My Florist. Okay, so save the solution and close the window. Then we start testify. We don't have to print code. Okay, if we can run correctly, then we can just submit it. Okay, so ILM sorry, LMN. You can just submit everything together. Okay. Now we're gonna do is just do the K. Okay. So back to the topic, back to the Visual Basic. So we have the Solution Explorer. Okay. So we're gonna right click my mouse on the Florist and Florist solution and open the property. Open property. Okay. So this is screen you will see. You make sure you start with this format. Okay, so this is one thing you should do. Okay, format. Then the next question asks you, what is the next question again? Change the name of the application as to the My Florist. Okay, so executed one will be My Florist. Now you don't have to. Okay, I think we'll just stop it here. My execution window, everything. So this one is fine. Okay, we don't touch anything. So far so good. Okay, form one. Okay, so if you want, you can click view window setting. Okay, you don't have to look at that. Okay, so we are ready to go. Okay, we are ready to go. Okay, so if you want to run it, you can just click start to run the code. Okay, so it's running. It says my screen sharing the past. Okay, pop up this screen. So it's coming, as you can see here. You can see my screen. So this is the screen you have. Okay, so this is the screen you see. Okay, now the only thing it works is the exit button. That's the only thing you do that. So you click exit, it'll close it. See here, I close the file. That's why mine stopped. So basically, you finish this project. Question one. So let's see how do we save it, right? How do we save it? Now, in order to save it, what you should do is keep in mind where do you save the project? VB9E chapter 1, right? So we're gonna go back to that folder. Okay, I need to go back to the VB9E chapter 1, which is this is one. Okay, so home section, I'm gonna go to document, course. Okay, on the VB9E chapter 1, I have the florist project, which is right here. Okay, now here's the thing. We're gonna close the VB file. Okay, let me close the VB file so we can see here. I'm gonna close it because you know what? You're gonna have to zip it. So you're gonna close it, then you can zip very well. Okay, if you don't close it, you're not gonna zip well. So you're gonna zip it, close it, close it. Okay, after you close the Visual Basic, you're back to this window. Okay, here's the thing. I'm showing you the how to zip it and upload, right? If you really don't know how to do it, you can give me the screenshot. You can screenshot the code, interface, and everything I want to see. Okay, so I can give you grade. You have to give me the interface, the name of everything, every single details for every single step, so I can give you full credit. So now, the best way to do is always the zip file. So I right-click my mouse on the Florist project and the Florist solution, which I just created. Then I right-click my mouse on the compress tool. See, once I right-click my mouse, I have those compress tool. Okay, then you choose the first one, zip file. Do not do the other, okay? Do not do the 7Z, do not do tar, okay? The only thing you give me will be zip file, okay? So you can just compress to zip file. As you can see, it immediately give me this one. So this Florist project and Florist solution. So once you have this file, you can go back to the Mine tab. Okay, go to the Mine tab. Okay, so right here. So you can upload the file. So you can upload it. See, I click upload the file. Is it okay? This is the first one actually. This one. Okay. What's wrong with it? For some reason, I couldn't. I click the upload file. It doesn't really pop up anything. But this is the way you're supposed to do. You click upload file and you choose the file and you do that. The supporting document is either the screenshot, PDF file, Word, PowerPoint, and zip files. Okay. For this question, we're going to do the work. So we're done the question 1 together. So you can do the rest of the 8 questions. Okay. So that is all for chapter 1. Now, if you want me to make more videos about this, let me know. Okay. Thank you.